This will be edited, right, Rob?
Hi, welcome to the first show of Ask the House, where we get questions from the internet and we ask the members of the root team and other residents of the house. So, starting off with the first question we got from Twitter, from James at Levendead. Do you think the team house helps players improve, and should more teams pick up the practice of having team houses?
So, I guess I'll take this. I think the team house does help players improve. I think that every player that has come to the team house has improved considerably. Having said that, having a team house, is expensive and it costs money, so that has to weigh in the decision for team owners to make a starter do team house in the current environment. So it's a difficult question. Do you want people to improve? If that's your ultimate goal, then yes, they will improve.
The next question is from Topher Dahl. Who is the biggest eater in the house, and who is the most picky with what they eat?
Biggest eater, Jim.
Jim.
And
Pickiest is
Kathy. Yeah.
keep bottling.
Jim just eats everything.
He just eats
just
everything.
picking me.
Yeah,
Everything.
Yeah.
Just picking me.
Is there who eats like Cookie Monster eats everything? Jim's like the Mexican Cookie Monster.
Doesn't the Cookie
Yeah,
Monster
pretty
just eat
much.
cookies?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
I
but he
think
has those Chips Ahoy.
Jim.
He
Yeah,
gets all the time.
he does. Yeah, he always eats Chips Ahoy.
Alright, next one. Between Cats, Jim Rising, and Kelzer, you have had some fun facial hair. So who grows the best beard? The
Me.
best beard.
Me.
Oh, definitely not Jim.
Not Jim.
Yeah, we can all agree that it's not the
Unless
best.
you like the look of pubes in your face, I would say not Jim.
The homeless look.
So I would go ahead and discard Diego as well because he has orange hair as facial hair. You can barely see his beard,
Okay, so you
and
have the
therefore
best
I
beard.
win. Yeah,
By default.
By default. I have the only acceptable facial hair minus Rob. Yeah,
Acceptable?
acceptable.
Oh, okay.
Alright, so these next questions are going to be from Reddit. So this one's from Leonard Torres, and the question is, do you people sometimes miss Destiny?
From time to time, sure, but I don't wake up thinking about Destiny. If that's the question, I don't know. Sometimes I talk to him. Cool dude.
Next one is by Fear Monstro. Is there a lot of guidance or supervision in terms of how players practice? Okay, so this question is kind of big, so answer the first part.
Which was?
Guidance and supervision in terms of how players practice. No, not really. Everyone kind of just practices on their own regime and in their own time. For example, Dongwon usually wakes up pretty early and plays tournaments. Dio, I think, usually wakes up a little bit after that, and then other people just wake up when they wake up and have different priorities and different things to improve on.
Okay. So the next part is practice style up to the individual, or do you push for certain regimes, such as ladder versus custom matches?
I suppose I just mostly answer that, but custom matches we don't do very often. It's only when we are practicing for a bigger series or need advice with something very specific. We talk more than we do custom games against each other.
Alright, next part is, what is the team's philosophy on time spent developing new strategies versus perfecting the well-known ones?
Well, I think that, as I don't know about the other players, but for me personally, I just feel that there isn't really a dedicated time to that. At least for me, I prefer just to watch a lot of games and kind of take other builds from other people and maybe just change a thing or two. But other than that, it's just mostly get the builds and use them in practice, and then you get the feel of it, and then after a while you will kind of master the build and the varieties and the different reactions.
Yeah, it's pretty, solid way of explaining it.
You guys are boring.
Well, I mean, like, you pretty much took the answer for most people.
Really?
No, he just say his perspective.
Yeah, I think so. So why didn't you say yours, Jim?
I try to play less games and thinking more about my decisions because Cats told me I have a really nice mechanics and I need to work better in my decision making because it's very bad. Yeah.
See, that's accurate. What about you, Dongo?
I do mostly the same as what Diego does. I watch a lot of games from Korea, from pro leagues and individual leagues, and I pick some tips from that game, and I try to make my own build from the tips.
Anything to add, Taylor?
No, I pretty much kind of take the style of like certain people. Like I've been watching Beyond a lot, and I pretty much try to incorporate his style and try to mix it with stuff that I do commonly. So I just take stuff from certain players and just study them.
Cool.
Alright, so moving on, we have a bunch of questions from Adam Baum.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so the first one is, what are your plans for media from the house in the future? I would love to see more videos like the Cats versus Fenner soccer match or Game On stuff. So for that one, I guess I'll answer part of that. We're going to try to do this show where we grab more questions in future Reddit posts and have people answer it. So that's one thing, but I'm not really sure about any other stuff in the works.
I mean, we're mostly doing this. Any other content that we push will be great, and we will be pushing a lot of content through the website. But as far as video content with people at the house, that's gonna be, if we go out to play soccer or something, we might, take a camera with us. But otherwise, no real plans on that front.
Okay.
Most of the content I think you can expect be written or replays or new stuff on our new website.
Next part. What else can be done to improve the NA scene in terms of skill and having more tournaments? Currently, we only have DreamHack for offline events. That's the question.
Is that really true though? Because there's Psystorm Cup in Cheesadelphia. There's a lot of offline events. Are they talking about like a WCS level?
Well, I'm sure they mean like events with, decent prize money that most pros would go to.
Okay.
Well, more events would surely help, and I think people like Dongwon, they're great because they play on the NA ladder and they help all us the plebs, me, Gem Rising, Taylor, people like us who maybe they can't play Korea server or Europe server and they want to get better practice. So if we have more people like him, then I think we get a little bit better for the NA scene. The question is how you bring people like him to the NA ladder. So I don't know. I think Cats had some great suggestions, but that was with your 10-page article that you released at BlizzCon about ladder incentives, which is kind of what Ladder Heroes does, but maybe with something bigger.
It's kind of like what the WCS does for qualifying, except it's too short of a period.
Yeah, it's too short, but it's great. Sometimes when they did that for WCS, I started playing NA ladder because I got lots of good players, lots of pros. They're trying to qualify.
Yeah.
So, if we had that more often, I think it would be great for NA.
For sure.
So you've commented on the differences between the Smash and StarCraft scenes mentalities. Do you think that the StarCraft community's mentality has improved in relation to the Smash scene since you've made your comments?
I think so. Yeah, I think that since the comments, they had a lot of positive impact. I think, especially on the community on Reddit. So yeah, I think I see a lot less if almost not no dead game at all floating around or being said, and I think that was really harmful for the game.
Sorry.
So I'm really happy that we're actually moving past that.
Where are you as a player now? I remember you writing a post on Team Liquid saying you were kind of just doing your own thing now and not necessarily playing as much. Would love to know where you're at right now, though. I'm sorry I missed you mentioning this on stream.
I mean, I'm not playing. I'm playing an okay amount, but not consistently. I sometimes play 12 hours a day, and sometimes I'll play 1 hour or no hours a day. So I just kind of have different responsibilities and things to do. And whenever I play lately, I just do as much commentary as I can and try to share my, whatever expertise I have on StarCraft with my viewers. So it's not really quality practice. Right now I'm like top 50 NA or something, which is the lowest I've been in a while. So that's where I am, but I'm happy to be there. I'm not really looking to improve as a player.
Okay, so last question to wrap everything up. How can we as fans best support you so that Root can continue to grow and prosper?
Great question. Buy our jersey on bit.ly/root2016. Visit us at root-gaming.com. Leave comments on the website. Go there as often as you can. And yeah, support us. We're a flare on Reddit. If you're on Reddit or on Team Liquid, watch our streams. Follow us on Twitter at Root4Root. And yeah, much love to our sponsors. TT Esports, Esport Gaming, Esport Clothing, and Twitch. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Just
All right, so
keep on waiting.
I think.
so that concludes our first show. Thanks for tuning in.